Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Taurus, I am going to do your reading for you this afternoon. It's my new mini readings. I'm trying to keep them around about 20 minutes long, maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending on what Spirit has to say for you today. If the reading resonates, I would be very grateful if you would like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for all of your wonderful comments and support that you have given me so far, Taurus. I'm very, very grateful. If the reading doesn't resonate, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time, my darling. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time, guided by Spirit. I am going live on Sunday at 9 o'clock. This is the first of my live readings. This is me taking myself to the edge of my comfort zone in order for my soul to evolve. And I'm very, very excited and looking forward to that. So please do join me if you can. I will be doing a general reading for those in the room, also for those that, for the energies in the room, and also for those energies that will be joining and watching at a later time if they can't join me live. And I'm going to be using the opportunity also to answer as many questions as I can, just to give little kind of personal, quick one question answers for people who are able to be with me at the time. So please do join me there if you can, Taurus. Let's move forward with the reading for you, my darling. Okay, so I'm starting off with my Animal Oracle deck just to see overriding messages from Spirit for you. And then I'm going to use, which ones am I going to use? I'm going to use my Light Seers, my Sun and Moon, the Gilded Tarot. Is it the Gilded Tarot? Hang on, I'm having a mad moment. It is the Gilded Tarot, but it's the new version of the Gilded Tarot as well. And I may pull a Muse card as well. Let's just see where we go to. So this is for Taurus, for those that most need to hear this message today. Thank you, Spirit. To come out for you. There we go. So on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. Brown Bear Spirit, Fox Spirit, and Dove Spirit. So what this is saying for me is there is an urgency within you at this time. This is the Koi Fish Spirit. There is always enough. There's an urgency within you that you have to receive what you're wanting to receive now, that you feel that if you don't reach for it now, if you don't receive it now, you're not going to receive it. And Spirit is just saying, allow this to happen in the natural time that is meant to happen for you. Dove Spirit, to be at peace with where you are now is to accept that you are meant to be exactly where you are right now, my darling. You're not meant to be anywhere else. Everything that's happened has happened for a reason for you leading up until this moment. So to be at peace is to let go of resistance about where you are and where you wish to be, because it'll all happen in divine timing for you. But when you hold on to attachments to outcomes and you wish for things to come in now, you're putting up a resistance for them coming towards you. We're all just energy. So when we feel a lack of energy, a negative energy within ourselves, that's the vibration we're giving out. So be at peace with where you are now. You've got Fox Spirit, think on your feet, and Brown Bear Spirit, to take time out. So the Fox Spirit, think on your feet, is there in the middle of the reading. So this says to me, I mean, Mr. Fox is a master problem solver. And one of the ways of being a master problem solver is actually to recognize that the universe always gives us a solution to every problem, again, in divine timing. And to recognize that what we would perceive to be a problem is actually an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for us to learn and let go of things. And problems, for the most part, are when something hasn't worked out the way that we wanted it to work out. So this is where Spirit is asking you to be at peace. You may not understand why you are where you are right now, but your soul knows. Your soul is absolutely clear on why you are where you are. And it's all part of your soul's evolution. It's all part of your learning, your remembering about who you are. You are a piece of divine source energy. And it's about coming into the empowerment of what that represents for you, an individual representation of who you are. It allows you to represent yourself in the present moment of I am, not I wish to be, but I am. And if you can say, I am at peace with where I am, I may not understand, but I am at peace with where I am, you allow those walls of resistance that you're putting up. You're not clinging on to any wall anymore. You're just letting the universe bring in for you what it is intending to bring in for you, what is your soul's intent, because you're not attaching on, you're not clinging on to whatever outcome that you're wishing to have. Because when we cling on to things, then we don't allow other things to come in for us. When we have a blinkered approach to what we wish and want, we're not allowing the infinite possibilities to come in for us, because we are also infinite beings. Science can't quantify who we are as a human being, because we have infinite possibilities, capabilities. We are mind, body, soul. And for the most part, we rely too heavily on the mind, which can only process information from this lifetime. So start trusting in your soul, that piece of divine source energy, because that is infinite wisdom. And then you've got the brown bear spirit, which is take time out. Now, this is number 9. So this says to me, in order for your wishes, your hopes, whatever you're manifesting to come into your reality, Spirit is saying, stop, pause, take time out at this time. This is a sort of hermit time for you. It's a time of seclusion. It's a choice you can make, because when we rush around being busy the whole time, what we're doing is not giving ourselves time to spend time in the stillness, time with our higher self. We're blocking it. We're blocking it. Imagine your higher self is the flute very quietly in the back of an orchestra. If you're rushing around, banging lots of drums and making lots of noise, you can't hear the flute. So take time out. You do not need to make this happen. If something is intended for you, it will come to you. But that path of least resistance is also about you letting go of control of trying to make it happen. So take time out, my darling. I'm just going to put my fan on a second. Let me get this better. So let's see. And it's not going anywhere. There's always enough. It's not going anywhere, darling. It's there. The possibilities, the infinite possibilities, the abundance is everywhere. You just have to choose to see it. The abundance comes in so many different forms. First and foremost, it comes with the creative expression of who you are. That's your soul speaking to you, your what you're driven to do, what you love to do. That's abundance. Abundance can come in obviously material things as well. It can come abundance in relationships and things we have around us, but it all starts with ourselves and how abundant we feel. And when we're in a space of feeling grateful for everything that happens in our life, whether we perceive it to be good or bad, when we are grateful for it all, because everything is an opportunity for us to evolve. Every single thing in our life is our soul's intent for its evolution. It's its yearning for its evolution, for it to understand what it has always known, that it is a part of everything that is the I am, the omniverse, the universe, God. So let's move forward, and I'm going to pull my Gilded Tarot, and that card wants to come out for you straight away, the 10 of Wands. So the 10 of Wands talks to me about your coming. This is why it's time to take time out with the brown bear spirit. You're at an end of a cycle in your life, and you are feeling a great deal of responsibility for yourself and also for others. You do a huge amount for other people, but what that is doing as well is energetically you're carrying a lot of people too. And it is not your responsibility to carry another, because if you carry another, you're not allowing them space to go through their own evolution, their own learning and letting go. You're continuing a cycle for them and for yourself. And the 10 of Wands reminds me of the donkey and the cross, and that God gave all donkeys a cross for their loyalty and their care. And you are incredibly loyal and you are incredibly caring of others. But it's a time for you to learn healthy boundaries and to say no at times, because when you are burdened down with not just your energy, because that's all we are is energy. When you're burdened down with not just your energy, but others, because when people are in a bad space, sometimes they have a tendency, without realizing it, to transfer. It's called transference. They transfer all of their energy, all of that negativity on to another who's close to them. Then you're not able to see, you're not able to hear, you're not able to observe everything that's happening for you at this time. And it's not allowing you to release. And there is something I can see with the new moon here. There is something, a new cycle is waiting. And it's something that is incredibly beautiful and noble. And it's something that your soul is intending to come forth, to happen for you. Spirit is there, it's watching you, spirit is guiding you, but you can't see the signs because you're stuck in this space of trying to do too much to help other people. My darling, it's time to now help yourself. And one of the ways of doing that is to take time out and to learn to say no. If you wish to do something for another, do it, but do it from a place where it is with joy that you do it because you wish to do it. It is not from a place of feeling I need to do this in order for the other person to feel that I have supported them. You don't do it because of another's opinion of you. Do it because of how you feel doing it. So, and then we've got the Hermit card, of course, has appeared for you at the bottom of the deck here. Again, this is taking time out for you. You see, when we take time out, it's a choice. It's a choice to stop. It's a choice to hang out with our higher self, to hang out with God, because time alone is time spent with God. And when we are being so busy trying to fix everything and do everything, we're not allowing, as I said, the universe, God, to step in and to actually take care of it all. So in this moment of trying to take some time out and just to pause and stop, I do want you to say, thank you, God, for helping me to understand this problem has already been solved for me. Thank you for helping me rest and renew and release any expectations that I may have about this. Thank you for all possibilities, all adjacent possibilities coming in for me. Thank you for the solution coming in for the problem that I'm feeling that I'm facing, and let it go. Just let it go and trust that that will come in for you in a variety of very magical ways from the universe, because God is always there and always listening. And this taking, if you choose to take this time out, it's your choice, my darling. It's your choice to wake up in the morning and feel stressed and anxious and wanting to do, or it's your choice to be. We are human beings, not doings. If it's your choice to be still and to allow, to receive, because sometimes when we do a lot, we're not allowing ourselves to receive. And I want you to think about that, whether you are trying to make things happen because you don't feel that you deserve to receive. It's all energy. That's simply what we are, is energy. This is a change for you. This is a big change. This is a big ask of yourself. I know this. But embrace it, embrace the change, embrace the different perspective of looking at where you are right now with everything's happening for me, not to me. So why is it happening for me? Because you, my darling, are a master problem solver. And actually your intuition is very spot on. So you kind of already know the answers to a lot of this, but you've been slightly ignoring it and trying to do rather than be. But this is a bridge, literally. This change, this thing that you're going through at this time is a change to take you from one cycle over and over again to a renewed state, to another cycle, to a place where you're allowing things to happen for you. And you're going to literally release and shed a whole load of way of being that you were before, a lot of conditioned thoughts and reactions to things, those reactions that we do over and over again. And your perception, your intuitive direct perception of pure soul energy is going to be spot on, absolutely spot on. I want you to try and tune out a lot of negative energy around you, and just focus on what you know and you feel about the situation, because you and only you, my darling, have direct perception of your life and your feelings. But you've got to be true to yourself. You've got to really trust what your insight is telling you, and you can only hear your soul's voice. It's that piercing that comes through in the stillness. It also comes through in your creative expression. We were created to create. So when you feel that urge to do something that you love to do, you get excited, you get enthused, you're imaginative about it, that's your soul speaking to you. That's your creative expression. And so make the choices from joy and hope. Don't make choices from fear at this stage. And now I've got the Death card and the other cards are turned over the other way. So this is saying for me, this is nothing stops the Death card. This is a major arcana. This is a life-changing moment for you. This is a moment an opportunity, a present gifted moment for you to release so many of the old conditioned ways that you've had of thinking. And I feel with this is to release the urgency that it has to happen now. No, because if it's not intended for you now, it doesn't mean to say it's not ever intended for you, but if it's not intended for you now, it's because there are things that you have to release. There are things that you have to shift and grow and evolve in order to be able to be ready to receive it in the fullest glory of what it is. And your next steps are for the next grandest, greatest version of who you are. But if you were to receive it before you're ready, it wouldn't be right for you at this time. So do trust in divine timing. And the other thing about divine timing is that when we are collaborating, when we're setting our intention, when we're creating, when we're causing, when we're manifesting, we're doing it all the time, every second, with our thoughts, with our words, with things that we do. But we can do it consciously. And that's the empowerment. And when we are creating, causing, sometimes we do it individually. But for the most part, we do it collaboratively with others. And it's not necessarily something that's conscious within everybody, but it's the soul working subconsciously. And so things have to fall into place. Things like the omniverse. I was given the word omniverse the other day when I was talking to God, and he gave me the word omniverse, and I looked it up thinking, well, obviously it's something to do with universe. And omniverse is all that is. Omniverse is all universes, multiverses, parallel verses, realms. Everything is in the omniverse. And then I looked up verse. Omni is all that is. And I looked up verse, and verse is arranged in a metrical rhythm. Everything that we know, everything, everywhere in the universe, omniverse, is arranged in a metrical rhythm. A rhythm, a beautiful flow, a beautiful way of things happening at exactly the right time, a sequence of events. And when you come to realize how empowered you are, how powerful you are with actually doing nothing sometimes, but sitting in that place of, I am ready to receive whatever it is you've got intended for me. I am grateful for it all. Then you are causing, creating, you're willing it to happen. So that is that. Now let's have a look. What am I going to pull for you next? I feel guided to pull the sun and moon for you, Taurus. This is a beautiful reading. Taking time out will bring in your wish fulfillment. Taking time out, just being. Thank you, Spirit. What do you want to say here? 10 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Interference and whatever that word is there. Do you know, I've never seen that word before. Satiety. Somebody can explain to me, but I know what it is. Obviously, it's the 10 of Cups, which is pure abundance, bliss, overfilling cups of love and everything. So these are the two spaces. When you are in this space of the 8 of Swords, trying to hold on to everything around you for fear of losing it and letting it go, and it's going to be out of your grasp, then you are interfering with the law of the universe, what the universe is bringing in for you through that path to police resistance. Try and let go. And also when you are in a space of attaching a blame or anger or whatever onto another for what you feel has happened to you, then you're also putting up resistance. It's the acceptance that everything has happened for you, and the acceptance that everybody is on their own soul path. And many times one soul's gift to another may be an uncomfortable experience, but with receiving it as a gift with gratitude and seeing what you, as a master problem solver, you already know this, what you have taken from and learned from, then it becomes a beautiful gift. But it already is a gift. You just have to flip the perception in your mind about why this has happened for me, not why has this happened to me. So go with the flow, go with the energetic universal flow. Every time you find yourself stepping forward to do something, do say, am I doing this from a place of real knowing and understanding, or am I doing this from a place of control and fear, for fear of losing it? And you'll probably find that you will pause and stop many more times than you will actually do. more being, less doing at this time. So anything else from this deck, my darlings? And that is going to bring in this beautiful 10 of Cups for you. Thank you, Spirit. And it's going to allow the universe to come forward. This is the Prince of Cups. This is the Knight of Cups. This is movement. Knights represent movement. So whatever this means for you, and it puts you, because you go into a more relaxed, energetic place and more having fun, like the dolphin place. The universe is always your friend, my darling. The universe is always wishing to bring everything in for you through that path of least resistance. The universe always says yes to everything. So the more you are in a playful state of, I am happy, I am joyful, I am creating, I am believing, I am trusting, I am knowing, I am going to have an amazing day today, I will feel this today. The more you're in that place, the more you are allowing it all to move towards you. And that is a brand new cycle there. And this Knight of Cups, if this means anything for anybody here, this is something, he's holding a daisy. And a daisy is a very maternal energy. It's something to do with children here as well. So, but the dolphin is that playful spirit. The dolphin also has a beautiful communication, like the whale. It's through the water, it's that sonar sound. So whoever this may mean for you, you too can communicate beautifully. Energetically, you're communicating as well, but you're going to allow this energy to come forward to you. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else for Taurus? Thank you. The more you try and interfere, the more you try and control this, the more you're remaining in the space that you're in right now. The more you let go and let God. And as I said that, look, I was looking at the Eight of Swords as I said that, and there it is again. So the more that you sit in this space of analyzing, objectively, trying to bring logic into this, there is no logic in this, my darling. This is your soul's journey. This is your soul's intent. This has all happened for your greatest good, for you to discover you, who you are. Who are you? What is your individual representation of your soul's physical journey? What is your creative expression? It is for you to discover all of that and to come into such a place that all you have is love to share with others, because you're in a place of such abundance and fulfillment within yourself, and you are causing and creating all the time. It's magical. You're on that magical mystery ride. None of it is outside of your causing and creating control, but you don't have to control it by trying to force it to happen. You cause it to happen with being in a high vibrational state, expecting it to come towards you. I'm actually going to not say expect, you're willing it to come towards you with your knowing that it is happening for you, you just haven't seen it yet. And all of that is going to create within you this beautiful Three of Pentacles, this new foundation for yourself, where everything I have just said will be, and the Nine of Pentacles. It's about, this is wonderful. This is the magical mystery ride. This is watching those manifestations, those things that you're wishing to happen appear in your life at exactly the right time for you. But it's having gratitude for each and everything that happens and being in the moment as much as possible. Because that's what life is about, being a human being, being in this present moment. And isn't that what animals can teach us so beautifully well? Dogs and cats, in fact, all animals are very much in the moment. And we are the only species that doesn't immediately, with intent, follow our intuition for the greatest good of ourselves and for others. Every single animal, other species does it. And fauna and flora, I mean, everybody does it except for us, because we have conditioned ourselves through our mind to doubt it. And Spirit is saying, don't doubt this at this time. So I think that is the last of, did I pull one of those for you? I'm just going to pull you a Muse Tarot. Thank you. Joy, the moment's darling. I'm also receiving that there is an energy space without where you are right now. There's a lot of a releasing of energy that's attached to things, and do some saging, do whatever you need to do within your space to release a lot of energy. Have a good clean out. Thank you, Spirit. And now I've got, of course, the Empress. And that has popped out for you. This is you. This is you, the Master Manifester. This is you being the I am. This is you in your creative expression, being an individual representation of the I am experiencing. This is you. You are the multiverse, the universe, the omniverse. It's extraordinary. We are all a piece of this. And if we were only but to listen and trust, because God is talking to us all the time. And this is a moment for you now to observe, everything that's happening around you. You are causing and creating. Have some fun with it. And believe this is all happening for you. And if you can't quite believe it, play the game of belief, because you are literally willing it to happen, my darling. And that space of stillness, can you see there with the Empress card, the space that you feel sometimes, that space of joy within you? That's the stillness, that's the space. Meditate if you're not meditating. And you will, I'm getting that expression, you know, when life is like lemons, make lemonade. Look for the positive that's come out of all of the negative that you feel that's happened in your life. Make a list. From this, this happened. From this, this happened. Even if it's like a pattern, like one letter to the next, letter to the next, letter to the next. Make a list of things, flip it in your mind. Choose to look at this from a positive place, because there is within everything that's happened, there is an intention there with your soul and another soul. So my darling, the Empress, all four queens together. This is now a time for you to receive, to allow yourself to receive. Set your intention, say what you want and why you want it, and release how and when and who and all of that is going to happen. It's going to happen, but it'll come in faster if you just relaxed, literally by the waters of abundance, I'm getting. Okay, my darlings, I hope that has resonated and helped whoever had come to listen to this reading today. Taurus, I'll do you another reading in about 10 days' time. In the meantime, take care, my darlings, and hopefully see as many of you as possible when I go live on Sunday. Lots of love. Bye-bye.